Hello beautifuls, my name is Angelina Riches and welcome to another video. And of course I'm going to be showing you guys this makeup look, which is the Euphoria look from Maddy Perez in season 1, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this whole entire look. And this is actually my favorite look, so I'm very excited to show you guys. And so let's go into it. Alrighty, now that we're into the prepping position, we are gonna go ahead and get started into the whole makeup. The first step is going to be, of course, primer. We always gotta prime the face, you know. I am of course gonna be using the Marshmallow NYX primer. Of course, it's my favorite. Alrighty, now that we are done with priming, it is on to move on to the next step of this routine. Of course, color correctors. Of course, my favorite things is the Dragon Beauty. These are my favorite color correctors. Of course, I'm only applying to the areas that matter the most, and then of course, but I'm also applying all over my face of the color corrector. Alrighty, now that we're of course done with all the color correcting, it is now time to get on to foundation. And of course, the foundation I love to use is the matte CoverGirl blend foundation. It is my absolute favorite. And so I like to only do, of course, a half pump like I always say, and then just go on into it. Of course, don't forget the neck. We always gotta get the neck. Alrighty, now that we are all done with the foundation part, it is now on to eyebrows. So for the eyebrows, I like to of course use the NYX professional brow pencil. I really do like it. It is my favorite. Let's put them on. Alright, now that we got all our eyebrows on, now it's time to conceal up everything. So what I of course like to use is the Jeffree Star concealer, my absolute favorite. I will forever use this concealer, and this is what I'm going to use for this makeup look. Alright, now that we're all done with concealing, it is now time to get into baking. So for baking, of course I'm going to use the classic Dragon Beauty Invisible setting powder. It is of course my favorite, but this is what I'm using for this look. And let's pat this girl in. Alrighty, now that we're done with the baking, it is time to move on to bronzer. Oh my goodness, to bronzer. Now it's time to move on to bronzer. So for our bronzer that I'm gonna be using is my aunt actually gave me this bronzer and I never tried it, but for this makeup look I thought it was actually gonna be perfect because the way, if you look at the picture, the way it's not very, the bronzer's not very like it's more of a natural type of look. So this type of bronzer is the Aesthetic Sunset bronzer, and I thought that this would actually be the perfect type of bronzer for this look, so let's put it on. So of course I like to take my angle brush here that I will always like to use for this, for bronzing at least, and here, this is what it looks like as well inside. And of course we're gonna go on into it and do a tap in. And of course, as you saw in the photo, it doesn't really look that intense, so you don't really want to make it that intense. You want to be kind of make it look like a little bit more of a natural bronzing. Yeah, this is doing it. And this is what I like to do with my nose. Is just move it all around and just leave this area out. And also, you guys, a little trick here, you can also take like a big brush if you have one, and just if you put like a little bit too much of too intense of a bronzing, you can just go in and just thin her out a little bit. That's what I'm doing right now, because honestly sometimes I get like a line through right here from bronzing up here, so I take this to kind of even it out, make it not look like that, and it kind of makes it bring out a more of a natural type of bronzing, and that's what I'm trying to go for. So alright, now that we are done, it is time to do the eyes, and aka my favorite part. So now that we are doing the eyes, we gotta of course do the eye primer. You have to prime up your eyes before you get into the eyeshadow. So of course I'm using I'm slanging this so hard right now, but it's the Clinique Canvas Light 26 is the one I use. Of course I only put the eye primer on my lid is because that's majorly where I want eyeshadow to stick, especially the glitter part, the area where you need like a sparkles. Alright, now that we are all done with the priming of the eyes, now it's time to actually get into the eyeshadow. Alright, so for the eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using, of course, the Nikita one, and it looks like this. It's by Morphe X Nikita, and I love it. It's going to be for the sparkles of the makeup, and then for, of course, the second part, I'm going to be using the Breakfast in Bed. And this is what it looks like. It is absolutely beautiful. And of course, I'm going to be mixing these two colors to get the dark in there, in that crease up here, as you see in the photo. So of course, we are going to start with the Breakfast in Bed, aka this one. And so as I said, I'm going to be using the Cuddle and the one in the middle here, which is Boo and a View, which is a weird name. Boo and a View, and then here of course is Cuddle Cakes. And then so I'm gonna be mixing those two together and to make kind of that lightish darkish up here. All right, now I'm gonna just work up on the crease up on here. All of this area that's in your eyelid is basically gonna be where all the sparkle's gonna go, so you never want to touch that area, just want to go up here on the crease and upper. And then as you also see in that photo, it kind of goes up like this. So that is also what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to kind of be bringing it up to give it more of that wing type of angle that we want. Alrighty, now that we got the outer parts done, now it's time to work on the inner. So for that look, it's actually gonna be for the Nikita palette. I'm gonna bring out Cyborg and Nick, these two beauties right here, to create that silver/white, because it's not, when you look at the photos, of course, it's not a silver or white, it's like both. So that's why I'm gonna be mixing these two, and I'm gonna be using, of course, this brush for that. And let's get on into it. Alrighty. Looking pretty good. Okay, now I'm gonna do the other eye. Alright, now that we got our eyes done, as you can totally see, I got my eyes done. Now that we're done with all of that, with the cat look, now it is on time to finish up this look practically. So what I'm going to be using for my eyes and lips is going to be, of course, the Lash Stiletto, here it's the wrong way, sorry, Lash Stiletto mascara by Maybelline, of course. And then, of course, I'm going to be using by Jeffree Star the Supreme Gloss, and it's going to be the Mannequin one. And this one is going to be perfect for this look is because, as you can tell, one photo looks like, as I show you, one photo is going to look like it is red lips, but it's actually a brown lip. So I'm going to be using that, and so I'm going to put them on, and then after we're going to see how we look. Alrighty, now that we have the mascara and lipstick on, for my final step, at least, this is a step that I'm gonna add just automatically, or just because this is gonna go to every end of my makeup routine steps, is gonna be the Dragon Beauty Transformation face powder. It's like, it gives like a face filter on you. That's why I love it so much, and that's why I'm gonna put it on. But of course, I'll grab this trusty hand brush, and then I'll go in, of course, both of them, and then just put on the front of my face. So now we're gonna set this puppy in with, of course, what I like to use is the Dragon Beauty setting spray, and we're gonna set this boy in, and then we're gonna get on to the next part of the video, which is gonna be the hair. Alrighty, so for the hairstyle, we're gonna be using this little bad boy. So this thing is gonna make practically the whole hairstyle. And the reason why I have a white one is because, of course, I have blonde hair. It would show if I got a black one, but if you guys have like dark hair, then of course get a darker one. Brown hair, of course, get a brown one. White hair, or blonde hair, of course, get a white one. But you're gonna, of course, you're gonna take it and make sure that these, not the sharp ends, but this end is gonna go over you first. So it's gonna go over like so. But what you're going to is, so I have it on me, right? I have it on, but I'm gonna take my hair and just comb it back. And all of it pretty much. You want to just comb it all the way back. Like so, like what I'm doing. And then as you have that, you can take now this. This is the hardest part, I hate. So I like to take it up and over my head. Of course, get over my ears. So I can get you guys to see. And then, of course, onto my forehead. Like, it will look like a little bit like this. But we're not done yet, of course. All right, so now that you get it all in front of here and over your ears, you're just gonna take this bad boy and just slide her back. And that's it. Just slide her back about like I would say like an inch, not even that. But just kind of slide her back and kind of readjust her if you need to. And then if you need, of course, brush your hair so it kind of aligns. Kind of readjust these to go back a little bit so that it has your top hair kind of flings over. So take this, bring these back, and then lay it over so that you get practically this look right here. And then to ultimately you'll look like this. And then let me finish off the look with a shirt. Alrighty, and now that I have the whole outfit on, I'm all done. This is the whole look, and I hope you guys really very much enjoyed it as much as I did. I literally took forever putting on this eyeliner, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And this look was actually really fun, and this is one of my favorite looks on Euphoria, and the one that doesn't have sparkles, because I don't have sparkles, so unfortunately like I can't do it on the other ones. So this one was actually perfect, and everything was perfect. So I hope you guys really enjoyed, and I hope you guys really do like the look, and I hope you guys really do get some really good tips from it, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.